The FTC recently found that 1 in 5 Americans have a mistake on their credit report. A mistake that means you're paying higher rates than you should. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to check your credit report for mistakes, but how to get them removed fast in less than 5 minutes online. In fact, getting just one mistake removed from your report can mean a jump in your FICO by more than 40 points and save you thousands in interest. We're talking disputing your credit report today on Let's Talk Money. Joseph Hogue here with the Let's Talk Money YouTube channel. I want to send a special shout out to everyone in the community. Thank you for taking a part of your day to be here. If you're not part of that community yet, just click that little red subscribe button. Today's video is the 8th in our debt payoff series, an entire series on ditching your debt, from creating those goals that are going to motivate you to some tricks I've learned to pay off debt. Think of it like a TV series. By the end of the season, you'll have all the tools you need to finally get out from under that crushing debt. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the episodes, and I'll also be putting these videos in a special list in the playlist section of the channel and link to it in the video description below so you can watch the entire series in order. Now, in our last 2 episodes, I showed you the only truly free way to get your credit report and how that report determines your credit score. This is a hugely important topic because less than 20 points on your FICO could mean a difference of 2% or more in loan rates. Now, any bad marks on your credit report, any missed payments, any defaults, and now remember that more than 1 in 5 Americans have a mistake on their report, that's going to mean you're paying higher rates than you should be. That difference of just 2% on a $180,000 mortgage means a difference of over $117,000 on a 30-year mortgage. Someone with an 8% rate is going to be paying almost $326,000 just in interest, while a borrower with a 6% rate pays just $208,000 on that same loan. Think about that. Taking less than 5 minutes to dispute your credit report can save you over $100,000. We also saw in the last episode that over 3 million Americans get their identity stolen every year or report some kind of hacking of their credit. Don't think it won't happen to you. At some point, there will be something wrong on your credit report and it will cost you money. Now, there's 2 ways to dispute a credit report mistake: through letters or online. Now, it used to be that you had to send a dispute letter through regular mail, but now all 3 bureaus have an online process. In fact, Experian and Equifax, 2 of the credit report bureaus, have shifted to online only. I'm going to walk you through that dispute letter first so you can use that if you like, and then I'll show you how to use that online process. You might want to watch through the dispute letter process because it's going to give you an idea of what to say in the online forms as well. So here's a template you can use to get errors removed from your credit report. You've got the date, your name and address at the top here. Next is the address for the credit bureau. Remember, you have 3 credit reports, 1 from each of the 3 bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Not all lenders report to all 3, but most do, so any error on one report is probably going to be on the others as well. This means you're going to need to do this separate dispute process for each bureau, whether online or with a letter. Now, you can use most of this letter as it is. The parts in red are where you need to fill out the information for the mistake on your report. So you tell the credit bureau what the mistake is and why it's wrong. It's a good idea to include a copy of your credit report with the mistakes highlighted. You can write one letter listing multiple mistakes, so if there are more than 1 problem with your report. You also want to include copies of any documents or letters that back up your story. Now, this is going to include any payments or agreements with the creditor. So for disputes on your TransUnion credit report, you'll mail this letter to TransUnion Disputes, 2 Baldwin Place, P.O. Box 1000, Chester, PA 19022. Send the letter certified mail with return receipt requested so you have proof, keeping a copy of everything you sent with the letter. Now, credit bureaus are legally obligated to check any dispute you make, and creditors have 30 days to respond to the credit report questions. So if you send a dispute letter and the creditor doesn't respond back to those questions within 30 days, you get the mark automatically removed from your report. Now, the online process to dispute your credit report is similar, but you'll have to put in your information first to find your report. So here are the links to each of the websites to dispute your credit report at each of the 3 credit bureaus. I'll also include these links in the video description below. The process is the same on each site, so we'll just look at Equifax here. The first thing you see are buttons to either start a dispute or to check on the status of an earlier dispute. Next, you've got this screen to put in your address and personal information. This is just to confirm your identity and help the bureau find your report. For Equifax, you'll also have a 10-digit number at the top of your credit report. That's like your customer number. Now, after confirming your identity, you get to the actual dispute part of the process. This is going to be the same as using the dispute letter template that we saw before, and you can even copy and paste the letter onto the website. You'll also upload any documents for proof of your dispute. Just like the traditional dispute letters, creditors have 30 days to respond to any questions from the credit bureaus. So the whole process on your end takes less than half an hour for all three bureaus. It's going to take a month or two for the bureaus to investigate and get answers from those creditors. Now, once the bad marks are taken off your report, you'll see your scores jump almost immediately. Just one late payment more than 30 days can hit your score by 20 or 30 points, so getting anything removed can mean a huge difference in your FICO. Now, there's some things on your credit report that you just can't get removed. We've all been there and nobody is perfect. For these, we're going to be talking about negotiating with creditors to clear those debts for half of what you owe and get some of those legit bad marks removed from your report in our next video. Make sure you click on that subscribe button so you don't miss the rest of the videos. Click on the link just below this video to watch the entire debt payoff plan and finally get out from under your debt.